I'm about to share with you a secret recipe I've had for over 35 years. I did see it on the web, so I now can share it with you. This has been an absolute family favorite, and they still ask for it to this day. So we're gonna get started. It is a zucchini chocolate chip muffin that was from an inn in Wisconsin. So we're gonna start off with 3 eggs. I have 3 teaspoons of vanilla and a cup of oil. The great thing with this, it just all can get dumped into one big bowl and it's really easy. So I also have a cup of chocolate chips. I usually use the mini version of them. 3 ounces of Hershey's milk chocolate that has been finely grated. That's your biggest secret, so I'm gonna show you that. It's Hershey's candy, 3 ounces, so it's 2 of these bars and it's been finely grated. I have a teaspoon of cinnamon. I also have a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of baking powder. So once I have that all in there, I'm just gonna kind of stir this around. I did, just to remind, the eggs I did beat lightly before I put this in here. So I'm just now mixing this all in. I have a cup of brown sugar that we're gonna mix in, and I have a cup of sugar, and I'm gonna have 3 cups of flour. So I'm just gonna make sure I stir all this in together really quick and get it nice and moist. And I will be adding 2.5 cups of zucchini, if you can believe it or not. So what it is, it's finely, I put it in my food processor, so I have 2.5 cups of zucchini. It's hard to believe, but I am telling you, this is one of the absolute favorite recipes in our house. So I'm gonna mix that into my bowl. So all of this is gonna be done before I add my flour. So I've got that all nice and mixed, and now I'm just gonna slowly add my flour in here. And actually, I just dump all my 3 cups in there, and I just slowly start churning it around for it to go in there. So you're actually going to, you can do this in muffin tin cans, or the muffin tin cups like this. So you can make it that way. I know my son, who I'm actually making this for, loves it done in a loaf pan. So make sure you oil and flour your pan and shake that out. So I am actually now gonna finish stirring this up, and I will be placing both of them so I can show you both how they look. One into the tins and one into the muffins. We'll see you back after baking. Take care. I just wanted to share with you a few tips that I've learned through the years making these. The Hershey bars, make sure you freeze them before you use your food processor. If they're too soft, it actually won't process, and what you're trying to get is a really fine ground consistency out of it. So that's how, make sure you freeze that. If you don't have a food processor, any of your graters can work. It's a little bit harder, or a little bit longer to do it, but I just found a food processor works really well. I also will always do my candy first before I go do my zucchini, just because this is more of a dryer, and then this will become moist. So that's why I do that, and I can keep my same container and not worry about cleaning it. Your 2.5 cups of zucchini that you need is about 2 zucchinis. So what I do is I just kind of chop them up into about inch size and place them in here. So it's about 2 large size, give or take, or if you have the smaller ones, definitely make sure you double up about that amount. So I hope those tips help. Hi everyone, I thought it'd be fun to share with you certain ways that I actually present my zucchini, either in the muffins or in the bread. So you can obviously put these on a beautiful pedestal and serve them that way if they last very long. I also like to do on my board. So what I would actually do this as a dessert one evening. I have some ice cream, and because we were kind of in the chocolate mode, I would probably sprinkle a few chocolates on my ice cream. And I put out just a few little bits of chocolate. I would lay a few of my muffins out on this. Make some beautiful fresh coffee, love that. And then a few cocktail napkins just so they can grab that. And then, so you can see how beautiful this all turns out. It's the zucchini muffin bread. This obviously too is absolutely fabulous for breakfast. So a lot of times people like this more for just with their coffee in the morning. But there you go. So I would slice all these really pretty. I do have some butter out next to it too, because add butter to this and it's really good. And I would just slice up a few pieces here, like that. And then I would come out to the table for dessert. So great new way to try. Enjoy.